Welcome to Ask Mom's podcast. Hi, this is Kim and Kim, and welcome to Ask Moms. We certainly are not professionals, but we can share our experience and remind you that you're awesome. We talk about all things motherhood, the good, the tough, and everything in between. And we should also mention that if you feel that you need medical attention or to talk to a doctor, we totally encourage you to not think twice and do it. Because in our podcasts, we do research, etc. But we just need to tell you that we're not professionals and seek help if you need it. Right, Kim?
Absolutely.
Right. And today we're talking about balancing siblings, so this should be fun. The rivalry, the jealousy, I lived it. And arguments over attention, just basically reflecting differing needs and personalities. That's what we kind of got out of this, right? After researching it?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
It's completely natural.
Yeah.
You might have noticed how siblings can sometimes butt heads. A lot of this comes because kids feel like they're competing for their mom or dad's attention. And we've all felt that as kids, if you think back. Or because the age differences and personalities are so different, too. So total normal family stuff. And as Oprah Winfrey says, sibling rivalry is the first form of competition we experience in life. Dr. Becky Kennedy puts it very nicely. She says kids often see their brother or sister as competition for their parents' love and attention. Almost like there's not enough love to go round, so they're trying to get their part. Her tip for us as parents, keep filling up that connection tank with each child. A little bit more extra empathy, helping them feel confident, and setting gentle but firm boundaries can go a long way in keeping the peace.
Cool. So I got a couple of comments. First one is Oprah Winfrey. What does she know about siblings?
Does she
like,
not
does she
have
a
any?
doctor or like? And the other thing I thought about was, so I'm reflecting back on myself. I have a brother, and my brother is just over a year older than me, so we're really close in age. And one of the things that I think about when I'm talking about sibling rivalry is we used to just aggravate each other.
On purpose.
On purpose.
Just poke
or
the bear.
And you're bored. So you have nobody to, if you're bored. Because I remember when we were really little, like this is going way back, we had bunk beds. And I was on the bottom, of course, and he'd be on the top. So we're probably 6 and 7 years old. And I used to put my feet in between the springs of the upper bunk and push on the mattress just to bug him.
Good flexibility.
I know. Good workout, eh?
Well done, yes.
You always put such a good spin on stuff. I'm being such a brat. And you're like, well, good
look
for
at you go.
Good exercising. Good job. So why do siblings clash besides my brother and I? Yeah, there's that threat to connection, right? So children perceive their parents' attention as kind of their resource. And the thought of sharing that resource is something most children wouldn't even kind of think about. It just is.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So they're still learning it's not all about them, right? When a sibling is present, they may feel less cared about or vulnerable by losing primary connection with the parent, leading to competition. Even just a basic conversation.
Yeah.
They're thinking, they're not talking to me.
Yeah. Yeah, so they feel left out.
I could totally get that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's what you see. Right? There's the whole frustration with differences part, too. So say one child needs more help or attention because of their age or because of their abilities, and the other one's standing there kind of thinking, hey, how about me? I'm still here, too. That can stir up a lot of tension between siblings, too.
Yeah, exactly. So Kim and I think you get the picture. So let's focus then on what's helpful. So we've mentioned Dr. Becky Kennedy before. She's a resource that we've found online. She's a psychologist out of the U.S., I believe. And here are some of her key strategies for parents. So provide one-on-one time. I think this is a great idea. So just dedicate individual time to each child, even short periods, just to reinforce their unique value and strengthen their sense kind of a security. And personally, I think maybe that one-on-one time would be best suited if the other one's occupied with something else.
Yeah.
And not watching like, oh, why is he getting them by themselves?
And then try to interfere because they want the time
because
too.
that would be me.
Yeah.
It really would.
Well,
Like if I can totally picture myself with my brother. Like this is so fun.
but I can totally see, though, yes, if you take even 5 minutes and just one-on-one time, just asking how their day was, how they're feeling, how it's going.
Yeah, I know.
Just I've got mom time completely, just for me.
Yeah. And the same as my brother or sister.
Oh, 100%, yes.
Very cool.
So it does really help when we do validate their feelings first. You know, even when your kids are angry or upset, when you validate their feelings, like, I get that you're mad or a little bit upset at your brother, but then we've got to set the limits on what comes next. Like, feelings are always okay, but hitting or name calling, not okay. It's about letting our kids know that they're seen and let them feel that they're seen while also teaching them what is acceptable behavior and set those limits.
Yes, totally agree. And normalize negative emotions. So let children know that feeling jealousy or anger are normal and manageable, right? So, so jealousy and anger are normal. Let the kids know that. But also, make sure that they know that they're manageable. In a positive way, as positive as you can. So you can do this by listening without judgment and letting them know always we're on your side.
100%.
It's never the kids' fault.
No,
right?
that's right. We're your cheerleaders.
We're your cheerleader.
How about that competitive streak that most of us have? Because let's face it, kids are going to compete no matter what. So we don't have to shut it down completely. Instead, we can reframe it like, hey, get them working as a team on something together so they're building each other up instead of always trying to one-up each other. That's a cool one.
Yeah. And I think sometimes is built into siblings to automatically happen without them kind of thinking about it. Because I can remember times when my dad used to coach my brother's ball team. So my friends and I used to hang out, of course, because boys are, a year older. And I remember a few times if one of the teammates was being rude to me or something, my brother would step in. But if you ever said, oh, yeah, you were protecting your sister, he's like, no.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't do that. No, that's not me. No.
Maybe now that we're older, but back then.
You must be mistaken.
Yeah. So, and then build their confidence.
Yeah.
That's what we were talking about before.
Yeah.
So build a child's sense of self-worth so that they can feel secure. So no matter what's going on around them, hey, I'm okay just being me, right? And then they're less threatened by their siblings, which can help them view siblings as playmates rather than rivals.
Yeah.
So before we wrap, I have a story to share, and let's try to guess where it would fit into these categories.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Okay. So I would come home from school sometimes, and my brother would have, his job was he had to shovel the roof. So I'm thinking maybe he would be maybe 10, 11.
Wow.
I know. Oh, yeah, he was little up there.
Oh.
Yeah. It was like, just one floor, but still. Anyway, so he would be up on the roof, and I'd be walking home from school or a friend, walking down the street. And I would notice my brother on the roof, and he would have like a mountain of snowballs. And as I'm getting closer, he'd start firing the snowballs at me.
Whoa, premeditated.
Yeah, premeditated. Yeah. So where does that fit in?
Yeah, so he was waiting.
Yeah. No parents around.
Yeah.
So it's not for attention.
Yeah.
That was just pure.
Yes, and he wanted your attention.
You think?
Yeah, I would think so. That's definitely a way of getting your attention. Yeah,
right.
no kidding. How far were you when you saw the snowballs? Like, were you far away enough?
I would say maybe half a block.
Okay, so you could...
As soon as I saw the house, because you could see, like, he's on top of the house.
And so did you make up your own pile of snowballs and then...
Well, it's funny you say that because the snowbanks are there. So I'm trying to make snowballs to throw back at him. But he had, like, a whole mountain already made.
Yeah, well, he had some time.
It was like, those cartoons when you see them. And good news, though, my brother and I are really close. And he was the kind of guy that he would stick up for me.
That's cool.
You know.
I'm sure you would stick up for him too, though.
Oh, 100%.
You know.
100%.
And did you ever feel any jealousy or rivalry when the parents were giving him extra attention because of his sports and things? Or did you just feel like, it's just...
Maybe at times. My brother was really good in sports, and I played sports as well, but average. So he excelled, and so maybe a little bit of competitiveness on my side, funny enough. I don't know. Sometimes I think boys are oblivious, too. I think girls are more, and this is my own opinion, so don't jump on me, but I think girls are more, they're more apt to think about that kind of stuff. Guys just, especially kids, they're just playing. Like they're just up to stuff. There's nothing deeper than I'm going to hit my sister with a snowball.
Yeah.
There's no because she blah, blah, blah. Ticked me off. This, like none of that. It's more just, wouldn't it be fun to hit my sister with a snowball?
Yeah.
Right?
That this is awesome.
Yeah. Where if it was me, I'd be that little creep, blah, 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 whatever he did. And I don't know.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. So it's not to get the parents' attention. You just think...
It's like a competition, a natural competition thing, too, because there were no parents there.
No.
Nobody to even watch.
No.
So that was just totally on him.
Yeah.
He just wanted your attention. So it had to be attention,
100%,
right?
yeah.
So that was super good information and kind of fun to stroll down memory lane, too. I like your stories.
Thank you.
To pull it all together, we talked about our top 5 takeaways, but really it comes down to teaching our kids empathy, how to communicate well, and how to handle this conflict in a healthy way. It's still going to happen, but, even if they just understand and appreciate that this is why they're doing it, that doesn't just help with brothers and sisters either. It carries over to cousins, classmates, step-siblings, everybody in your life. All these situations where kids are learning to share their parents and navigate relationships we might not even realize feel tricky for them. How about like when parents are also starting to date again? Things like that, right? Like there's a lot of jealousy there, or could be.
Yeah.
So somehow this might help with those situations too.
Yeah. So more than anything to make sure that
we give them the tools and be aware and pay attention
to
them.
The time,
yeah. And that's all it is.
Yeah. You nailed it, Kim.
Thank you.
And that's why we started this podcast, right? To maybe help by passing along our experience and sharing some tools we research or ideas that could have been helpful to us 20 plus years ago.
Oh,
when my brother was hitting me with snowballs.
Yes. But you know what? Maybe the rivalry's still there a little bit, so you can still use this wisdom we just, gathered today.
Yeah.
Thank you, as always, for tuning in. We hope you feel heard, supported, and empowered. And we know you're doing your best. Please send in your questions for Ask Moms, or if you have any ideas for future topics, please connect with us by emailing askmomstoday@gmail.com.
Right. And we're also on Hunters Bay Radio, 88.7 on the dial, or www.muskokaradio.com. And remember, you're not alone. Until next time, please take care of yourself.
You've got this.